Well, it's pretty crazy to believe that we're now on week 2 of no school. Week 2 of the quarantine. It's insane, actually. Because, a lot's changed between the beginning of week 1 and the beginning of week 2. Now, the restaurants, the gyms, maybe the places you went to meet up with friends, you can't go to anymore. Maybe your parents don't have a job to go to. Maybe your parents had to lay people off. Maybe the money that was always so sure isn't so sure anymore. The situation that didn't seem like it was ever going to affect you, it started to affect you. And honestly, for me, the really hard part about it all is there's really nothing that I can do about it. Like, sure, we can wash our hands and hand sanitize and practice social distancing and do all the things that people have told us to do. But when it comes to really being in control of not just the virus, but all the other impact that this situation is having on our lives, it doesn't seem like there's anything we can do. But see, there's a story in the Old Testament. Well, there's lots of stories in the Old Testament, but one that you've probably heard of before. It's in the book of Exodus, chapter 32. God's rescued his people from slavery in Egypt. There were signs and miracles and plagues and all these things, and now they're at the foot of this big mountain. And Moses went up to the top of the mountain to meet with God and get the 10 Commandments, and there's smoke and there's lights and lightning, and it's like the Creek Church on Sunday morning. And the people are at the foot of the mountain waiting on Moses to come back down, and he starts to take too long. So they make a golden Bessie, aka the golden calf. And God, of course, knows that all this is going on, and so he turns to Moses and he fills him in. He's like, hey, your people, they decided to worship a stupid golden statue, and because of it, I'm going to wipe them out. I'm going to start from scratch. I'm going to restart with you. And Moses, in that moment, turned to God and he said, God, please don't do this thing. I'm begging you, please don't do this. Change your mind. And that's exactly what God did. My translation says that God relented. Other translations say that God changed his mind, all because Moses asked. See, you and I, we're sons and daughters of God. We have instant, constant access to God. And while it may seem like there's nothing we can do, there's someone that we know who can do something about the situation. And so this week, my challenge for all of us is to be like Moses. To go to God, to go to our Father, and to take our situations and our circumstances to him and pray. Whether someone in your family is sick, or maybe somebody's lost a job, or finances are a mess, or maybe there's just something that has nothing to do with the whole corona situation, and it's just life and drama that you're dealing with. This week, pray. Talk to God. Because it changes things. Because he changes things. If there's anyone who's in control, if there's anything that can be done about it, and if there's anybody who can, it's God. So take a break from social media. Stop sending positive vibes in the form of selfies of yourself and talk to the only one who can fix the problems we're facing.